If you like gross things like insects and spiders, well, first of all, ew, what's wrong with you? But second of all, I might actually have the deck for you. All right, guys, we got a really fun self-mill deck for you today, and this one is all around insects. We've got, low to the ground insects, we've got flying insects, and we've even got spiders. And before I have that one guy go straight to the comments and say,
actually, Swayze, spiders are arachnids, not insects.
okay, Bill Nye the Science Guy, we know this, but it's gross, it's a bug, it fits, okay? We got a lot of gross things in here too, like fungus. So we've just got a really gross theme altogether. Makes me a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. But we've got some really fun new cards that this deck works off of. We're trying to surveil, we're trying to self-mill. This is one of my new favorite cards, man. This is a really sweet reanimator card that, plays for 4, which these days reanimation for 4 doesn't seem that crazy anymore when it used to. It's pretty busted to reanimate anything for 4. And we are playing the Atchick. This was suggested by somebody from my chat the other day. I forget who said it. I apologize, but thank you for the suggestion. This spits out a bunch of insects based on the number of creatures and artifacts you have in the graveyard. And most of our things are creatures or creature artifacts. And we're self-milling. We're doing the Myco Tyrant thing where I absolutely love this card. It spits out a ton of funguses and gets bigger the more funguses you have. And we get to play this thing most of the time off of the fact that we mill with Belmerk here. We pull this back from the graveyard, we play it, and we spit out a ton of fungus, which is also why we're running things like Fable Passage, because if we're descending every turn, we're going to be able to trigger its ability, which is really, really cool. So the self-mill works great. We've got new removal spells like Quagfest. This thing is awesome. It self-mills, it destroys something. We've got the new Insight. This gains life whenever we pull something back from the graveyard, which we plan on doing quite a bit here with the engine and the Belmerk. We've got one Valgavoth here because if we're going to reanimate and we hit a Valgavoth, that'd be kind of sick too. But we're really trying to go extremely wide with these insect tokens. And we're going to pump those insect tokens with the Swarm Weaver for the win a lot of the times. And we've got really great removal. The Babble's really good because it can surveil later in the game. And then also Tear Asunder, just because everyone's running artifacts right now. So this deck actually performed really well. We ranked up pretty good with it. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. But we're going to jump right into the games. Enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, today we are playing some insects, and we've got some very cool new cards in Golgari that I want to try out today. And we've got 2 of them in the opening hand that are actually 3 of them, but 2 of them that I really want to try, which is the Broodheart Engine here, and then the Insight. We've already played Insight once. Really enjoyed that card. But we're going to kick things off here with the Engine. That way we can reanimate anything from the graveyard for 4 at any point in the game, which is really cool. The opponent might be Dimir Bounce, which if they are, they're going to be forcing some discards here. Get the Atchick into the graveyard. That'd be kind of nice. Might as well. That's not bad. Should I get that going now, or should I get the Insight down? It feels like I should probably get this rolling now so I can get the impending counters placed onto it so we can get that going faster, eventually getting it into a creature. Let's see what we hit here. We get nothing. All right, we'll take the Patchwork. That's actually really solid that we're able to pull that back right away too with the Overlord, because that'll allow us to surveil every single turn too. Eventually, we're going to start getting some really big insects onto the field as far as like going wide, or, the fungus too. The Myco Tyrant is like one of my favorites, man. It looks like they got a kill spell here, which that's fine. Okay, what was that? Haven't seen anyone play that before. Create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. If a creature died this turn, you gain 2 life and surveil 2 and investigate. That's an insane card. I haven't seen anybody run. Kind of crazy. All right, we're going to take 2 here. No worries. Technically, this next turn I can reanimate if I hit a land. And we're at a Jace already. Wow. This does kill planeswalkers though, right? It does. Let's go, dude. This new removal spell is insane. All right, so we hit a land into the yard. This can go. We can reanimate that. That'd be a really good reanimation hit. I can do it right now. That would be kind of nuts. But it wouldn't be able to create the token. So let's just wait on that. For right now, I think we just do the Insight here and then take out the Jace. I'll take the Myco Tyrant. Yes, sir. And then we take out Jace. I mean, we have answers for everything right now. Let's go, dude. This hand is looking really spicy. No attacks. It's a 0 right now, so there's really no reason to get in. I take it the opponent is trying to mill us as their win con, so that doesn't exactly play well with what we're trying to do, because we're kind of helping them out here. You hate to see it on self-mill decks to get milled out. All right. They didn't kick it, though. Oh, I guess they're 1 mana shy of kicking it. All right, let's do it. Let's get this into the yard, because it kicks the Myco Tyrant up 1 if I get that in there. This can pull back a land, right? Yeah, let's do this and pull back a land and then drop down the Myco Tyrant. That seems pretty good. I hope the opponent doesn't counter anything here, though. They've got 2 mana open. Spell Pierce is a card now, so we got to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully this hits, because I mean, Myco Tyrant for 5 at the end step here is kind of insane. No kill spell, no kill spell, no whammy, no! Oh my gosh, go for the throat, of course. That didn't feel good. I really needed those 5 fungus. Might be the only time in my life I say I need 5 fungus, but I do. I really do. Terra Sunder, not terrible, but I don't think I necessarily want it. Gosh, why does this find its way to our hand? That's one of those cards that needs to go to the graveyard. So for us to hit that in the hand is pretty brutal. Is it time to do something interesting here? Let's do this. Let's bring back the Atchik here, because it can't be, this card can't be countered. It's obviously an effect of the card that's already on the battlefield, so it can't be countered, so we're not worried about that. I am worried it will get removed off the battlefield pretty easily, but I've got another one to, you know, hopefully get it going again. The life gain from the insight has been really clutch, actually. All right, let's see if they've got a kill spell. I would imagine they do. Or flashing in some sort of 2/2 again randomly. No idea what the opponent's trying to do here. They steal 1 card, hopefully trying to get a land, I'm assuming, because they're missing land drops pretty heavily here. And they do get a fountain port off of me. Excuse me. Why are we looking at our graveyard? Oh, that's why. That's gonna be a lot of damage to them, though, right? All the insects dying there. We should get our triggers, I think. Whenever enters, so whenever another insect you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on this. Each opponent loses 1 life. I think I'm gonna get the triggers on the death of the insects. I'm not sure though. Okay, I do. I was gonna say maybe because it was exiled, I don't, but no, I definitely do. All right, let's go ahead and I'd like to get a Myco Tyrant, man. I'm telling you, maybe I should just play this, because this one's gonna come back onto the battlefield here next turn. Let's get the Myco. Get this in. Let's go. Now we're kind of cooking, man. We just got swept up on the field, but now we have the ability to go wide again with these fungus tokens. We're gonna kind of go crazy here, to be honest, man. We're gonna get a lot of fungus here on this next turn if the opponent doesn't stop us. I am really worried, to be honest, about the opponent's land that has Death Touch out there, the 4/4 Shark land. I still feel like it's okay to attack. What am I at right now? 20 cards in the deck. Not exactly ideal. They're going to kill my 5/5, I think, with their 4/4 blocker. Let's see. Let's get this guy. Swarm Weaver ready to go. Oh, wow. They take all the damage, huh? That's kind of strange, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's do this then and see if it gets countered, and then we can leave mana open to sack one of these fungus tokens to draw a card. Not that I necessarily want to be drawing any more cards at this point, because again, we're really worried about the mill from the opponent, which we are currently sitting at 16. Separate into 2 piles. Opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into the graveyard. Okay. Okay, so I can give them one pile, and the other one goes into their graveyard. I'm willing to give them their counter spells, obviously. Select a pile. Choose a pile to put into the opponent's hand. You can have that. All right. Not too worried about that. You can do that. You can do with what you want with those cards. Not exactly helpful for you. 2 cards that we don't know about that could affect the game. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. If it's a Jace, they can mill 15. We still get 1 card left to close out the game with. What's it gonna be? The Deuce. Okay. That's another card we don't know about yet. The 2 mystery cards are what's they're making me sweat. They're making me sweat. 3 mana open now. They did just play this land, so they're not gonna have a Jace at full power here, at full loyalty if they do get it. And they definitely can't cast a demon, so we get a good game. Let's go, GG's, man. What a game. That's what I'm talking about, man. Man, mill is very scary when you're playing a deck like this. Man, I cannot get over how weird that matchup was. That was kind of crazy. I like this hand a lot, though, and we're going first, so this should be another really good game as far as the starting hand goes. Gets us rolling pretty quickly here with milling out ourselves, and then hopefully Myco Tyrant can kind of pop off, man, with the Beastie out there. It allows us to mill 1 card per turn, triggering the Myco Tyrant. Hopefully this has a target. That'd be nice. Don't be controlled, please. Don't be controlled. Don't be another Jace player, man. Imagine we get back-to-back Jace players playing this deck. That would be a little suspect, I'm not gonna lie. Can we get the Delirium right away? Let's see. So we got a pretty good looking situation here. I want this back. Yeah, let's take this back. All right, we got creature, instant, artifact. Almost ready to go. The opponent, though, plays a Tamer. Didn't expect that one. Let's get rid of the Tamer. I mean, it's too dangerous to be out there. It's a go wide strategy with the enchantments. Just can't have it lingering, unfortunately. We get to attack in with the Beastie. Now we're looking for more land, obviously, so we can get down the engine, reanimate some stuff. All right, so the opponent definitely gonna be running Sheltered by Ghosts, something to keep an eye out. That's annoying because of how wide we're going. All right, well. I guess we should do this. I think we should do the engine and the patchwork because a Myco Tyrant for 1 isn't exactly the greatest thing in the world, so let's just get the battlefield prepared to keep on milling and surveilling. We need a land off the top, so if this finds me a land, I'm going to leave it. Should I try to order my own stack here? Hopefully they go with the 2 milling first and then the surveil last. That way I can kind of get my pick here of what I top deck. When a store is unlocked, return creature mana value 3 or less. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, we are gonna mill first. That's good. Mill. We keep that on top. And then we could bring back something now if we want to. I mean, that's a really big Atchick. I don't see why that wouldn't be the play, right? Let's do it. For 7. That is gonna suck though, because they gain all that life, but we also deal that much life if my insects die at any point. I'm getting in. I might as well get in, right? And then next turn is going to be kind of crazy because when this comes in, it's going to pump all of my insects by 1 and give them all Death Touch, which goes crazy with that many insects on the field. And it's Sheltered by Ghosts. We knew that was coming down at some point here. They're probably going to take the Atchick. Yeah. All right, so we don't get the effect of actually bleeding them out if my insects die now. That does hurt a little bit, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Yeah, we're gonna take action on this every time. That's pretty cool, I can't lie. It pulls back no lands, right? Just creatures. Okay, so we're gonna save that. I'm definitely sticking to the Swarm Weaver here. Like I said, it gives all my insect tokens that benefit of the pump up there, and the death touch is kind of crazy too, because they can't just block all willy-nilly here. They're gonna have to, you know, trade that scavenger if they want to block. I love that it gives it death touch, man. That is so key to the success of that card. And they are gonna chump block the 3, taking the rest. Wow, okay. Down to 3 with not a whole lot of board presence. They need a sweeper or significant life gain here on the next turn, because I am swinging through for lethal, I would imagine, next turn. Especially with my flying insects. There's not much they can do about that. And GG's, let's go! We got another one. That's what I'm talking about, man. On a roll here. I knew we'd have a good game there. That opening hand was kind of crazy. The song kind of goes hard. All right, opening hand here looks pretty darn good. I will keep it. Okay, the opponent on Is It colors. Are we trying to self-discard here? What are we doing with that? If they have that artifact, though, that, you know, tries to give them benefits for discarding cards, I do have a Tear Asunder. That might be something we want to Tear Asunder, to be honest. Yeah, let's do it. Let's stop the free discards. I love that we have a Myco Tyrant with the Fable Passage here. The Fable Passage is going to be pretty clutch. We get the Tyrant down next turn. Hopefully they don't engage with it. And then the following turn, we can kind of pop off a little bit with it. But it does have to survive a full play cycle here. And it, you know, could get countered here, could get burned out. But I get it right back with the Overlord, though. Yeah, that's tough. I'll get it back with the Overlord here next turn. It does feel bad, though, because I was hoping to obviously get the milling 4 and triggering it, but what can you do? You got something for this? We countering this as well? 3 steps ahead it is. Very nice. Not gonna lie, this opponent is very annoying. Gosh, the counter spells, man. Let's go, let's go. Okay, I'll be annoying right back. How about that? You can be annoying, I'll be annoying too. And opt. Okay, gonna discard a card to draw another one. That's fine. And they dropped the artifact. This is the one I was talking about. Monument to Endurance, a brand new card that's completely insane with self-discarding. All right. Next turn, I can go with the Achik here. Achik. Let's see. So we need artifacts and creatures in the graveyard for that to be really good. I guess let's try this first. Let's try this first. I don't think I want to play this just yet. Not for 2. I think we could do better. And we hit some pretty good stuff there. I like it. I like it. And then we'll play another Fountain Port. I'm waiting to use the Fable Passage for when we get a Myco Tyrant out there, because when we get that down, we'll be able to actually crack it and get some value off of it right away by creating that fungus token. Oh, Asana. Extra cards coming their way. That's a really good card. I'm actually going to keep that. That is going to get me back the Myco Tyrant. And then I can play the Myco Tyrant and play the Fable Passage. That's a very big value hit right there for us, in my opinion. Gain some life. Get our friend down. And we crack this for probably black. Yeah, let's do a swamp. And we hit for five fungus creatures, which can do a lot of damage. I know they're just 1/1s for now, but even if they do end up killing my Myco Tyrant, 5 fungus is pretty solid. Okay, I'm not even upset. Not even a little bit. Oh man, this game sometimes can really test your patience. Okay, what do we got in the yard? What do we got in the yard? What do we got in the yard? We can go Myco Tyrant again. Or Or I can bring back this and the Myco Tyrant. That'd be kind of good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Myco Tyrant can get played. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Play this for 1, 2. Crack this. Bring you back. Right? This brings back Myco Tyrant. We can try this yet again. And that's kind of insane, I can't lie. We're right back to it. Right back to it. Oh, I don't know who this player is, but I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Not one bit. Oh my god. They're for sure gonna have it too. Oh, good lord. Yep, that's enough. That's enough damage. And they're gonna get 2 triggers off of the monument as well. I mean, this is just a bad matchup. It appears to be. So I don't think there's much we can do about this. We're giving it our best shot, but our best shot's not good enough. You know what though? This can actually deal damage when those things get swept up. So, but here's the problem. If I play the Atchuk here, the opponent is going to just blow it up with this, and then they're gonna sweep the board, and I won't deal any damage. So I don't think that's a very good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh darn it, man. They're gonna keep making me replay the same thing over and over, and eventually it'll work. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the Tyrant. The Tyrant just keeps going crazy for us, but it doesn't really matter though, does it? This time only for 3, which means they're probably gonna open the furnace and blow it up. Or they're just gonna force a discard here and blow it up with their endurance. Their Monument of Endurance can deal 3 damage to any target. Sure. Why not, man? All right, Chef Stew. Some might say you cooked me. See what I did there? Because Chef Stew. Oh man, I definitely got cooked, that's for sure. They sauced us up pretty good. Steaming Sauna triggers for the extra card. Ooh, that's a card. Wish it was in the graveyard. It never is. Gosh, dude, I'm not even upset. All right, let's get this down. Got to 10 insects. Does it matter though? Probably not. Yep, they've got something for it. Goodbye. Oh, they don't. Wait a minute. All right, they're definitely going to be leaning on the furnace now to blow that up, and then they're going to hit us with Brotherhood's End. I'm calling it now. Brotherhood's End is going to be the final card here to make me crash out. Okay, the Monument's probably just going to blow it up. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't deal 3 damage. Oh, I only lose 3 life. Okay. It doesn't deal 3 damage to any target. I thought it did. I didn't want to hover over the card and reread it, because when you hover over cards, you give people ideas. Try not to give them too many ideas here. All right, guys. I think it's safe to say this one is over. Let's give him a good game. That's a pretty cool deck list. It's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it was very cool, and we got our butts handed to us, so we'll take it and we'll keep it moving. GG. All right, guys, I am going first this time around, and again, I get the... I don't know what a guy's got to do to get that thing into the graveyard, but apparently it just wants to be in my hand. I have to keep it. It's a hand I want, aside from that. But let's see what we get on the top here with the Surveil. I can get that back with the Overlord, so let's put that away for now. And the opponent on mono black, maybe? Duress. Oh, that's actually really annoying. You know what? That's not too bad, though, because if they are running, you know, spells that force discarding, might not be a bad idea here to potentially put that in the graveyard and reanimate it later. Let's go ahead and let's get this down. I didn't know which one to choose there. The Duress right there actually kind of killed us, because I really wanted to get that down on turn 2. I was pretty dead set on it. We haven't got that card one time, have we? All right, let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully we can attack here. So we got artifacts. Let's see what we got in the yard here. We got artifact, creature, and enchantment. Sorcery. So yeah, we're pretty safe to take any of these here. Definitely gonna take this. And we still got the 4 for the delirium. So we're sending in an attack here. Just kidding, we're not. It's gone. Can these guys let me just finish one thought before blowing up my game plan? And the Unholy Annex. A Terra Sunder would be nice. All right. I need it, but I also want to trigger the Myco Tyrant, man. I need it, but I got to trigger the Myco Tyrant. What's the play? I think it's too good to throw away. Myco Tyrant going to be doing a whole lot of nothing, though, for the next couple of turns. I got nothing here to help it out. No surprise here. Cut down. Goodness gracious. What a weird game this is. That's the gamble you take, though, when you're playing Reanimator. Like, all your reanimation spells eventually find their way to the graveyard, and then your spell you're trying to reanimate is in your hand. Fun stuff. I just can't believe it, because even pre-recording videos, this has found its way in my hand every game. And there's only one. Anoint Affliction, which is actually going to put it into exile, which is tough. Mono Black's in a really good place right now, man. I might actually do Mono Black next.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate
Each player discards a card. Oh my god, we're gonna get Valgavoth out of our hand. Holy cow. Now just give me a reanimation spell. That's the trick, right? That will be the trick. Good news is this is an artifact creature, so Go for the Throat doesn't work on it, but they are running Nowhere to Run and Cut Down, so I would imagine pretty easy for them to deal with here. Yeah. That's okay, though. We still got 2 insects coming into the battlefield here, which can run into Liliana. Hopefully, keeping the loyalty low. Man, unlucky. Sure. I still can attack into Liliana pretty confidently here. The bat is definitely not going to take a block here. I wonder if they plus it. They probably end up plussing it here, right? Yeah.
I'm tired of your
There's really no reason to -2 for a single insect token there. That just seems like a waste. And they agree. Aclazotz gets out of the hand into the yard, huh? Okay. Let's see what the opponent's got for us here. I am going to get the Overlord onto the battlefield as well. They're thinking about blocking here, which is really interesting. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to, but... All right, so we get down the Overlord. The Liliana can't minus very well here, so the plus is only going to hurt them. Sure. And it's a land. It's a bit of a standoff at the moment. Liliana's plus not doing a whole lot of anything. We both have no cards in hand. They do run the Unholy Annex, though, which can be really tricky to deal with. They put themselves in a weird position here with the Liliana minus. Because now, what are you going to do? Are you going to block? You are. Well, surprise, surprise. Guess what? I've got a land in the hand, which opens up the Izoni for us. Oh, let's go, dude. Izoni gets 2 insects, and it is a way for us to draw cards later in the game. We just got to find a few more tokens. We might actually win this one, guys. I don't want to alarm anybody, but we might actually win this one.
Drop it.
All right, I may keep that land in my hand just to pretend like I've got something to play. I don't know why I keep drawing lands, though. Opponent's finding things like Go for the Throat, and all I keep hitting are lands. If it only it mattered, huh? Ooh, that's a find. Give me something good. Are you kidding me? I guess that's okay. check this out. So they're gonna block. Oh, I guess it's got menace. Never mind. They're not blocking nothing. It's got menace. Just kidding. I was going to sack the token though. I still am. We might find a removal spell, so we might as well do it now. Terra Sunder's the only removal spell instant speed though, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and attack in here. Let's get the Myco Tyrant down. And let's look to draw cards again off of the insect. I need some milling, man. I need a self-mill here so I can get this Myco Tyrant rolling. That's annoying. That is annoying. All right, we're going to take one. This has now become a really interesting game for me. At the beginning, I was like, man, this is super annoying. But this is actually turning into a pretty decent game here. Come on, man. And it's getting less interesting as we go. All right. Pass the turn. These can't block either, which is really frustrating because I don't want to lose half my life here. So I will make a block because I've got another Myco Tyrant. So we might as well block here, not lose half my life. Let's go ahead and sacrifice, draw. And we get a Terra Sunder. Ooh, where were you a moment ago? I should have probably done that just in case we drew you. Could have gotten away with not losing my Myco there. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We get this down. We drop this. And then we surveil some nonsense here into the graveyard. Come on. Give me something good. Yeah, both of those can go. All right. Sounds good to me, man. I probably shouldn't have tapped that Fountain Port. I could have sacked another token to draw again. Bloodletter Aclazotz. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we attack, though, with this. I guess we go with everything, huh? Because they're not going to block the Myco Tyrant. They're going to block the 1/1. We sack it to draw. Right? Another Fountain Port. I guess that's okay. Drawing 2 cards per turn is not bad. That's a card. Let's go. That will open up things a little bit here with the Myco Tyrant, and then we can hopefully find something good. What do we want? We probably want you. This has fly. Well, that flies, right? This draws me more cards. What's the deck looking like? 18 cards left? Should probably just do this and get it over with, right? All right, we're cooking. We're cooking. They can't really attack into us anyways. That Myco Tyrant being at... Okay, that's not good. GG's though. Okay, whew. That was sketchy, man. That was really sketchy. My goodness, I'm glad we won that one. Holy smokes, what a game. All right, that was a good one. Oh, this hand looks pretty spicy. All right, I'll keep this one. We've got the turn to 1 here with the beasties and the opponent on Gruul. This might be relevant. All right, filling up their graveyard. Okay, I'm guessing this is a Delirium deck as well, or not as well, but Gruul Delirium. Or not. That's not what it is at all. Okay. Now I'm leaning more towards loot. Maybe loot with Soul Cauldron. This is going to be really good then with Soul Cauldron. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Not an absolute clue what's going on here. All right, we'll play the engine, I guess, until we figure out a little bit more information. They're doing bouncing. They're trying to find things out the top. Teamer colors. Are we trying to do some sort of otter infinite looping combo? If that's the case, Terra Sunder's still pretty good here to take out the Virtue. The Enduring Virtue, is that what it's called? The 3 mana, make all your creatures tap for mana. That'll give them the infinite otter loop. Let's just make sure we keep our mana for the Terra Sunder open as much as possible. I know it's going to be tough, but... All right, so this otter goes up in power. This goes ahead and finds them a card. Top 5 cards in your library may reveal a permanent card. Take action, and let's see what we hit here. Another one. It's really good. It is really good. I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to play it. Terrace Thunder, I'm probably going to end up needing 4 to play it, depending on what it is we try to hit. So let's... I guess the Virtue, though, the card we really want to keep an eye out, only costs 2, but I still think I can go ahead and get a little bit greedy here for this turn. And then next turn, I could probably get a little more laid back. I don't know. I don't know what I should do, to be honest. I genuinely don't even know if that's what their opponent's trying to do. It just seems that way because I'm seeing a lot of Otter stuff. I'm seeing Teamer. That's typically how that goes. Yeah, if you guys don't know, there's an infinite loop you can do with the Otters where you copy this one Otter over and over and over again, and it keeps tapping for more mana every time you create more of them, and they have haste, so they can use the mana right away. Very tricky stuff, man. And they burst lightning the face. That way their Otter gets bigger. I'm guessing they're trying to get this to flip, so they're going to cast another instant sorcery spell here. They keep looking at my artifacts like they've got removal. Maybe it's a Braid. This town ain't big enough. They're just going to bounce it. Okay, that's fine. But they do flip this over, and it gives them a 4/3 trample. Whenever you cast a spell, this creature gains indestructible. I guess that's okay. Wow. I mean, they're cooking. They're for sure cooking, man. Yeah, we'll mill a card. Myco Tyrant, sure. This can go to the yard, I guess. And I can do this. This has the Delirium unlocked now, too. What do I do? I guess I just leave up blocks and play the engine. I mean, that's not a terrible thing. I mean, again, if they get the Virtue down, I'm ready to blow it up with the Terrace Thunder. Let's leave back my blocks. The Regisaur is going to get indestructibility, though. So that can attack. I eventually want to be able to deal with that. My nose is itching. And that's a dead giveaway that the opponent is planning on pumping up their stuff even further, because why attack with that if they didn't have it? All right. Ouch. They're going to get back this town ain't big enough next turn too, which is annoying. Should I stop that cycling process of this town ain't big enough, keep coming back to their hand? Feels like maybe I should end that loop as soon as possible. I don't love that. I really don't. Wow. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Bobble's pretty cool, but it can go. That can go. I should probably just reanimate that right now, huh? Yeah, probably. Sure. Let's do it. Let's get that down. Let's get this down. Now we've got a really good field here. If things start to die, they're going to start taking damage. It's not looking as good for them now. Plus, I've got a Swarm Weaver in the hand, so that'll make things very interesting when we pump our field next turn. Sure, you guys got it. I think this time I'm going to block. Surprise, surprise. It's a third. This town ain't big enough. Let me repeat that. It's a third. This town ain't big enough. Unbelievable, man. Okie dokie. That's a good card. It's a really good card, depending on how we use it. Let's see. So if I reanimate something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get back, let's say Myco Tyrant, and then I blow up this with this. That's gonna mill 2, give us 2 more, or I do this. All right, it's gonna have to be this, right? Has to be this. What does that put us at as far as damage goes? That's 10 plus the 4, not nearly enough. Gotta get rid of this guy, have to. All right, it's the best I've got for now. For now, I think we just swing in like so. Until we can ensure we have lethal, I need to make sure I'm playing defense as much as possible here. The opponent, though, probably just going to get back their burn spell here with the Otter's talent, the Storm Chaser's talent, and blow me up, right? Straight to the face damage. No, they're not. Okay, good. Good. They wouldn't have been able to do it this turn. They would have had to have kicked it, but there was a play in their yard here where they can burst lightning my face for 4 damage, but they need to kick it for 5 mana. So they wouldn't have been able to cast it this turn, but they could have definitely set up for it. So that's good. Myco Tyrant. Yard. Okay, things are going to get a little strange here. I'm going to be honest with you guys because the opponent's probably going to end up bouncing this, or no, they're probably going to end up bouncing this back to my hand. Let's do this. But the fact that they didn't get back their burst lightning gives me a little bit of time to work with here. Okay, Myco Tyrant down. This is going to be a really, really close game here. I'm going to leave back most of my stuff. Yeah, here comes the bouncing effect here. Swarm Weaver, I'm guessing, is going to go. Shocker. All right, we get the 4. We're looking good. We're looking really good. 1 damage per insect that dies. So, I mean, I can chump block here pretty heavily and then try to swing in next turn for the win with the Stormweaver again. They got the Otter, though. They can bring something back from the yard for 4. That's going to cost everything but 2. So I can live with that. This town ain't big enough? Why not, right? Why not? Yep. God, that's got to be one of the most annoying things in the entire world. And they have just enough mana to keep casting both of them too now, so we're in some trouble here. These are actually going to grow, aren't they? Because they can, this town ain't big enough. If they do hit us with this town ain't big enough, that's not the worst thing in the world, actually. Let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I covered all the otters. I didn't even realize that I left one open there. That is a big mistake on my part. Whoops. I genuinely did not mean to do that. I thought I blocked all the otters. Oh, mistakes were made. No, dude. We're still alive, but that's just annoying that I made that mistake. Holy cow. Can I win this game? I think so. That's a big hit. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh yeah, we win. Ladies and gentlemen, we win this game. We'll be seeing you, little otter guy. And we drop you in and we go in for lethal, right? All right, we'll be seeing you, otters. Oh my God, that was close. I made a horrible mistake there at the end that almost cost us that entire game. Thank goodness we closed it out though. My goodness, what a win. Oh yeah, I forgot, guys. We played a game you guys didn't see that we also won. The opponent scooped immediately, which is why my rank looks different this time. But I did just rank up, so that's awesome. We'll take it. GG's. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was a really fun list. A lot of cool new cards that we tried out here today, and I'm always gonna be super happy when I'm playing Myco Tyrant. So I hope you guys got some value out of today's video. It was, you know, pretty darn good too, if I'm being honest. I didn't think at Chick was as good as I thought it was gonna end up being, but it was still a pretty cool card. I think really where it shines is when you pump it up with the Swarm, you know, giving all the insects the +1/1. I think that's really when you start to see the value out of that card. We don't really, you know, pinging the opponent for damage when things die is pretty cool, but it's usually not enough to really affect the game, you know, in a big way. So not too sure about that card, but it does work really well in this deck, and it kind of has to synergize with the rest of the build. So I really enjoyed it. I think it's necessary, and again, I'm just a big fan of Myco Tyrant. I love the card. I'm going to play that thing all the time whenever I get the chance, whenever I'm playing Golgari Self-Mill. But anyways, that does it for me. Thank you for sticking with me to the very end. I really appreciate you for doing that. And a huge thank you, as always, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. So huge shout out to those who help support me monetarily every month. I greatly appreciate you for that. And thank you for everything you've done for me, man. Honestly, you guys keep the lights on. You guys keep this thing going. So appreciate you. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. We have one coming out tomorrow. And then I'm also going to be making another members only video, I think, tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be yet. I'm still thinking about it. But hopefully we'll get that out to you guys. And maybe some Brawl on Sunday. I want to get back into that. I know I've taken 2 weeks off from that. It's been a busy couple of weekends for me. So hopefully we can get back to it. And yeah, we'll see you then, guys. Peace out. Enjoy.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.